EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martich here with your outlook for November 19th, 2024. It is Tuesday. The Tuesday video forecast is proudly sponsored by Mark Damiani Painting Incorporated. Colder weather will be here before you know it, and it's time to start thinking about freshening up that family room for those Friday nights on the couch, binging your favorite TV shows, or turning that man cave into the colors of your favorite sports team. Let them help you with any interior project this coming winter. They are family owned and operated with over 40 years in business, so you can't go wrong with their exceptional attention to detail and great customer service, servicing the southeast PA counties of Montgomery, Bucks, and Chester. Call them now to schedule a free estimate at the phone number above me here in the video, 484-571-9233, and mention EPAWA that you saw the video here on EPAWA and get 15% off the total cost of any job that is scheduled between December and March of this coming winter. They are Mark Damiani Painting Incorporated, proud sponsor of the Tuesday video forecast. So we have a very busy couple of days here coming up, and it's not going to start today. We're still going to have intervals of clouds and sun today, then clouds are going to increase late in the day. Don't think we'll deal with any precipitation, though. This is a frontal boundary that's coming at us that's going to fall apart. And you can see this right here. It just falls apart as it makes its way toward the region, but it is going to result in an increase in clouds, and you're going to have mostly cloudy skies overnight tonight. Can't roll out a stray shower, but probably not. The air is very dry that this is running into, so just like any other front that we've dealt with pretty much this entire winter, it's not going to really hold together very much. So we're not expecting any precipitation overnight. However, we have this strong upper-level low, a closed upper-level low, that is going to spawn a surface low and move through the eastern Great Lakes, and that's going to affect us Wednesday night, mainly Wednesday night, into very, very early wee hours of the morning of Thursday. And that is going to be in the form of rain. This is much-needed rainfall, and this is going to be an occluded front in association with this area of low pressure. There's going to be two areas of low pressure here that's going to develop. There's one that's up here in the central Great Lakes once it retrogrades a little bit, and there's another one here that's going to form by the Delmarva. In between, you have what's called an occluded front, and that's going to be connecting these two, and that is going to give you rain, periods of rain overnight. So start off with showers Wednesday evening, and overnight Wednesday night, you're going to have periods of rain, and that's going to continue into the very late night hours or maybe very early Wednesday morning in our northeastern areas, but that is it. So we have this moves through, and then we take a little bit of a break after that point, except for northern New Jersey, northeast PA, which will continue a little bit longer. For that reason, as terms of total precipitation, this is what we have for our preliminary rainfall estimates, okay? Anywhere in the within our area here is going to be in the green. So these lighter green colors are not within the area that we cover. So the area B here is between a quarter and a half inch, and then anything in yellow is between a half inch and 1 inch of rain. This is a godsend. We need this. We absolutely need this. Water table's low, the wells are dry, and we have a wildfire concern right now. I know everybody's have been messaging me saying, well, the growing season's over, so it's really not really that important that we get rain. Well, yeah, it really is, because of those three things I mentioned. We still have the wells dry. We saw the low streams and rivers, lakes, everything, and reservoirs, they're all low. The water table itself is low, and we need that for the wildfire concern that has been present across the region for several weeks now. So anywhere in this yellow is a very broad area between 1/2 inch and 1 inch of rain. And then the best chance to see greater than an inch is going to be up here in our northeastern areas. Remember, I told you that it's going to linger a little bit longer here in the northeastern areas across far northeastern Pennsylvania and northern New Jersey. And that is why those areas in particular within our region are going to be have the best potential to exceed 1 inch of liquid equivalent. And I say with liquid equivalent because there are going to be some other forms of precipitation coming into this mess too. Now move this over to a precipitation type map, and we're going to change this right to there. You see some snow that's mixing into this on Thursday. Once this moves Thursday evening and overnight, and that'll go into Thursday morning. There is the opportunity for this to be an elevation snowfall. There's going to be an accumulating snowfall, and there could be some surprises with this because the European model is now suggesting this low is going to retrograde pretty far west. It's all the way out here. Yesterday it was a little bit further to the northeast, but is not doing that now. Okay, so it's now retrograding like the GFS had it, a little bit further southwest. You get some dynamic cooling on the backside, and you get colder air wrapped in with that upper level low. This is not a pattern change. I heard people talking about that. This is not our pattern change. This is manufactured cold air by the fact that you have an upper level low co-located with the surface low that's going to draw cold air from the upper levels down to the surface and bring and allow for this to fall in the form of snow. And that's going to fall, we think, all the way down to the I-78 corridor. Now, it may not stick very well down to the I-78 corridor because you're lower elevations there, but you could have snow falling and snow sticking are two different things. But because the upper levels are so cold, you could have actually snow falling at 40, 42 degrees, okay? And since this is overnight Thursday night, the temperatures aren't going to be 40, 42 degrees. They're going to be in the lower 30s. So it's going to get pretty close all the way down to the I-78 corridor. There's actually some models suggesting there might be some minor accumulations there too. It's possible. But we're not going to put that out yet. We're worried about the rain right now, which is the only product that we have out right now, which is this right here. Just a rainfall map. We're going to worry about the snowfall aspect of that as we move forward throughout the week and we fine-tune that. That there is the opportunity, at least for the higher elevations, to see several inches of snow out of this, and that is not out of the realm of possibility because you have this low, the secondary low, taking over. Here's the primary still out here. Secondary low is right here, and it's kind of around the backside. Dynamic cooling processes are allowing for rain to change to snow, and that would be Thursday night into Friday morning, and then in the afternoon when it warms up a little bit too much, you'll have that change over to rain showers, we think. And this low is going to pull away here Friday night, and then Saturday is going to be a mostly cloudy day, partly to mostly cloudy day, and then Sunday's partly cloudy in the wake of this system as it moves away finally. GFS is sharing a similar idea, a little bit more aggressive, though, on the snowfall as the latest run here. This is the same time frame Thursday morning when this rain moves away. Around the backside, you get this. This is overnight Thursday night into Friday morning. You get this wraparound into the Poconos, but you can see this rain snow line is getting pretty far south. You're getting snowflakes all the way to I-78 on the GFS as well. So this is something we got to pay attention to. I think this is one of those systems because of you're dealing with dynamic cooling you could have some surprises. So we're going to put a snow map out and we're going to do our best with it, but I'm telling you there's going to be some surprises in some areas where you could have a couple hundred feet of elevation make the difference between 4, 5, 6 inches of snow and very little, okay? So it's going to be a tough map, but there is going to be an opportunity here for some snowflakes at least flying all the way down the I-78 corridor, and that goes into Friday morning. GFS is actually suggesting it's going to go all the way into Friday evening with snow and get really far south, and our temperatures on Friday are going to be in the low 40s at best for highs, it looks like in some areas. So not off the table here. So we'll continue to watch this. GFS is the most aggressive of any model with this snow that far south. Maybe even gets it into parts of northern Bucks and Montgomery counties in Pennsylvania and central New Jersey even. I don't think that's going to happen, but we'll see. The NAM is actually suggesting that by the time we get to Friday morning, it matches very well with the GFS of where it is at the same time. Here's the GFS. There's an NAM. So it's going to wrap around. The position of low is what's most important, and then you have this wraparound around it that's going to move through, and because of that, you could have some at least snow falling. Whether it's sticking or not is up for debate yet. And I think in the higher elevations, you're the best chance for that because your temperatures are going to be supportive for snow sticking. Further south, probably not, but we'll see. Here's what the European model has this evening for total snowfall for this. And again, it's highlighting, don't pay attention to the amount so much, but these are the higher elevations right here. These are all higher elevations where it's targeting, okay? Higher elevations. It's targeting these higher elevation areas for that snowfall. But you see, even farther south, you're getting some snow getting all the way down to the I-78 corridor, at least the eastern part of the I-78 corridor from about the Lehigh Valley through northern New Jersey. So we're going to pay attention to this very closely over the next couple of days because this could give us our first snowfall for some areas and snowflakes for others. So I don't think it's going to get much further south than this, but I mean, stranger things have happened. I mean, we saw what happened in 2011. That was over just before Halloween. So this is a lot further in the season. We're talking about at this point that will be November 21st. So it's not impossible. We've had snow in November. It's not that unheard of, so to speak. But we do have the opportunity for that, and then we will have beyond this a drying out weekend. And once we get to, let me get to past this to the right image here. Once we get to Sunday, we're looking at partly cloudy skies. Temperatures are going to moderate into the lower 50s in that Saturday, Sunday, Monday time frame. So not as warm as this past weekend, but we are looking at a dry stretch for that entire 3 days. Looking like partly cloudy skies here on Sunday and Monday. Next system might come in here in the Tuesday, Wednesday time frame, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I'm EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martich. That is your outlook for November 19th, 2024. Have a great Tuesday.